Claude Code keeps notes about you in the background, what you like, how your project works, things that you've corrected. That's supposed to be the memory. But after a few weeks, those notes go bad. Outdated stuff, things written twice, instructions that contradict each other. And Claude Code injects all of these information before you even write your first prompt. So when you receive a weird answer, you think it's the model. It's not. It's the memory. And Anthropic quietly shipped a fix for it called Dream. It runs in the background between sessions, consolidates what matters, kills what's outdated, and reorganizes the rest. That's how you get a godlike memory. But most people don't even have access to it yet. So in this tutorial, I'll show you exactly how to get access to it today and how it works. Alright, let me give you first some context. When you open the Claude Code app and choose here Claude Code, you can ask Claude Code for each project that you create, give me the path to the memory folder. When you open this path, you see a memory folder. Here's the memory MD file, and it has all the information that you gave it to you while chatting with Claude Code. For example, you say, don't use am dashes. Then Claude Code quietly in the background creates a memory file, but only when you have it activated. To see if it's activated, you type in the /memory command. Oh, I see. Actually, this does not work in this app. This is weird, because when I open the exact same folder in the terminal and type in memory, it does work. And here you can see the AutoMemory function is on. So when this function is on, Claude Code creates memory MD files, and it creates them constantly. The only problem is when it creates the memory MD files, it does not check the other MD files here. And this is why you need this new Dream function that you can find here. For this, you need to activate it first. For me, it's already activated, but but for this project, it wasn't run yet. And it says, to run it, you type in Dream. So you can activate this function manually, but it also runs automatically. For this two conditions must be true before the consolidation cycle triggers. So 24 hours has to be passed since the last consolidation, plus more than 5 sessions have occurred since the last consolidation. When these conditions are met, the auto dream function will run automatically, but you can also run it manually. So when I type in dream and let it run, it will now check all the MD files here and clean them properly. So the next time I'm opening this project, the correct memory MD files are injected. This way Claude has much more context about your project and can help you much better. The only problem is, since this is a new feature, when you type in dream, it will say no skill found. It's because this feature is completely new, but the good part is we can take it from here. The link you can find in the description box below. Here you have this complete system prompt, what it does, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. So in general, it means it cleans up your memory files, so Claude Code has much better memory. And if you also want the skill, you click here on the copy raw file and type in Claude Code, create me the following skill, and then just paste it in and click enter. Then Claude Code will help you to install the skill. And once you got it, you can let it run. So let's look closer what the dream function does. Without the dream functions, you have duplicates. Over time, you have contradicting memories and also outdated information. Additionally, information with relative dates will become irrelevant. So for example, when Claude saved something with the reference next Friday, and you reopen this project 5 weeks later, this memory isn't true anymore. What also will happen is that the memory gets bloated with unnecessary information, since this information will exceed the space limit for the memory. So it's important to keep the memories up to date. That's why we have the dream function. And what it does is it simulates the same thing what happens when you dream as a human. It simulates the REM sleep state. So when you activate the dream process, this is what happens. First, an agent checks what memories are there. Then it scans this information and ingests new session inputs. In the third step, it merges the records, fixes the dates, and resolves conflicts. And last, it optimizes the entries and cleans up the data structure so Claude Code can read it better. And the outcome is a godlike memory, where you have unified data, resolved conflicts, maintained content, absolute dates, and optimized indexes for the maximum performance of Claude Code. For now, I'm still testing this feature, but from my experience, I use MD files all the time as memory, but I do it manually by talking all the time. But I like the AutoMemory feature, since it takes away a lot of the work where you have extra always to say, save this information in this MD file, save this information in this MD file. That's why I'm super excited about this feature, and I will keep you updated about my experience. And if you're serious about learning Claude Code, make sure to join my school community, where we take you from an absolute beginner to a pro Claude Code user.